Well, there's no question that taking on the police state in a frontal way creates alarm among the people who are running the police state. And the more effective that the film is, the wider its reach, the more impactful that it is, the more it's going to freak those people out. Because they already have so called MAGA Republicans in their sights. And presumably, MAGA Republicans who are actively doing things like making movies are far more dangerous than MAGA Republicans who are inert and sitting at home and maybe just sounding off about what's going on in the country. So I'm very aware that this is a movie that is a little dangerous to make in the current environment. Now, someone could also say the opposite and say, well, Dinesh, if we were in a full-fledged police state, you wouldn't be allowed to make a movie like this. And I concede that. We are not, in fact, in a full-fledged police state. And the proof of that is that we are in a police state that still has to run a masquerade. When a police state is fully established, it doesn't need to do that. Stalin doesn't have to give you a reason why he's arresting you. They just grab you and they yank you out of your home and they take you off to the gulag. But a police state that is in the making, under construction, not there yet, is going to have to put up all kinds of facades and fronts. And so it's a police state that will say, we're doing this to save democracy. You see, the opposition party is a threat to democracy, and we are the saviors of democracy. Or we're going after the leader of the opposition party because no one's above the law. See, we don't really want to arrest him. We're obligated to because, after all, we are lawful people and the law is pointing us in this direction. Or we're not really advocates of censorship per se, but see, we got to stop all this dangerous misinformation and disinformation. So we are really pioneers of truth who have been sort of driven to censorship to protect the truth itself. So these are all ways in which the brutal practices of our police state are veiled under a kind of impression that they're operating under rule of law to save democracy and to preserve the truth itself.